This is David with Tony'sPicks.com here with a two-team college football parlay for Saturday, September 28th, 2024. We have another loaded college football Saturday here today, and I have two afternoon games that I like here, both starting between 3:30 and 4 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. So let's hop right into it. First game we're looking at is the Marshall Thundering Herd hosting the Western Michigan Broncos. Marshall comes into this one as a favorite of about -4.5 right now, and I'm going to take the Thundering Herd here to cover at home. Marshall's coming off that game against Ohio State last week. I think they ended up losing 49-14, but they actually played pretty well in the first half. I was impressed with how they were able to move the ball in a few scoring drives against that Ohio State defense. They also should have recovered a muffed punt. Kind of got a bad break there. Got some rough calls, but they played pretty well, I thought. Prior to that, they did lose to Virginia Tech by 17 points, and then they beat Stony Brook in their opener. On the other side, Western Michigan, they hung in there against Wisconsin, got blown out by Ohio State as well. I think that one was 56-0. I don't know what to make of this Western Michigan team. Their numbers are all skewed because of the two Big Ten teams that they played, but I think they're going to struggle here. Like I said, I liked how Marshall looked. I think if you can move the ball against Ohio State, you're going to be able to move the ball against Western Michigan. The biggest concern I have here is the weather. It is supposed to rain for the majority of the game, which is the only reason it wasn't a premium play, but I'm going to take Marshall here minus the 4.5. All right, for the second game, we're looking at Mississippi State traveling to take on Texas. Texas comes into this one as a massive favorite, a favorite of 37.5 points right now, which is just incredible to think of, a conference game against an SEC opponent, and you're almost a 38-point favorite. But I'm going to take Mississippi State and the points here. I get it. Mississippi State's lost 3 in a row. They put up somewhat of a fight against Arizona State. But they just looked horrible against Toledo, looked pretty rough against Florida. But I think they can keep this one close. I know Texas is going to dominate this game. They're going to run away with it. But to beat a team by 38 points, an SEC team, is a ton, in my opinion. And we saw it with the Michigan game, right? I know it was on the road, so it was a little bit different. But Texas went into Ann Arbor, and they dominated that game in the first half, and then they called off the Dogs. They stopped scoring. They only won 31-12, only won by 19 points, even though they dominated. And I think we could see something similar here. They're already dealing with a potential injury with Ewers. He's questionable for this game, so they might have Arch Manning under center, which really doesn't matter for them. I mean, they're going to move the ball regardless, but they don't want to risk injury. They have a huge bye week next week, and then they have Oklahoma the week after that. So their sights really aren't on beating Mississippi State by almost 40 points, in my opinion. I think Mississippi State can get on the board a few times here and keep this within the number. So give me the Bulldogs plus the 37.5. All right, so for our two-team college football parlay for Saturday, we're going Marshall minus 4.5, Mississippi State plus 37.5. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. If you're looking for my best bets, you can click the link below this video or head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Good luck, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.